everybody, this is Galora, and Rise is here with me, of course, and we're doing set 4 of Hite Sparkyz versus Hwaseung Oz. New names, and one old name has come back, none other than Backho! That is right, the Hoa Backs, the cross-dresser of Hwaseung Oz, or him and Lomo, Jaedong's possible girlfriend on the DL. Hwaseung Oz, man, there's nobody like Backho in the world.
At the very least, his bitch.
They're not even in prison, and he has a bitch. That's how awesome Jaedong is, and how much of a Backho is. But Backho, of course, is back from a back injury that he sustained from dancing on a stripper pole on drag queen night on the local bar. So Backho is back. He's playing StarCraft. He has been playing a couple games. This is the first one I'm commentating of him, and he's facing off against Yellow arnc here in set 4, and he needs to win, or else the series is over. So we'll see how he does.
Yeah, it should be a good match. I was just on the wrong video, but now I'm on the right, and I synced myself up. I am amazing.
Great.
But anyway, so yeah, it looks like these two are going to be playing on God's Garden, and I actually don't know too much about this map other than we've actually seen a couple of games played on it before. But Backho, he doesn't need any statistics to back up Backho. He's the white tiger, you know. He's got nothing he's got no explanation needed. He's just gonna go destroy Yellow arnc most likely. Yellow, of course, not playing that well lately, or I don't know, maybe he has been. The last few games that I watched, actually, he wasn't playing that well. But I haven't actually checked the statistics. But at the very least, we know that Yellow smells, and so Backho is probably going to want to try to end this as soon as possible. The one good thing is they're actually in different booths, so at least they don't have to worry about the smell of Yellow. But if another game comes after this, whoever plays next will have to worry about that smell on the same team,
deadly.
And that sucks. So anyway, I don't know. What are your predictions on this match? Do you think Backho is back and can win this, or is Yellow going to smell him out of it?
Well, even if Backho is back to 100%, that doesn't mean he'll win it. I think what it'll mean is, like, he'll play really standard and get far in a couple of games, and then just horribly lose with the most bizarrely bad strategy ever. And that'll be it for Backho. Like, he gets really far in tournaments through decent standard play, unlike Hyuk, who doesn't get far in life and anything, but he then Hyuks himself, pretty much. By the way, he's going for a one-base build here, or not a one-base build, rather gateway first build, I gotta think. Actually, no, he's going for a 12 Nexus, or a 14 Nexus, whatever the case is. Yep, he is gonna go for it, and you can get away with this because this map has a protected natural, but he might not get away with this because we have an overpool from Yellow arnc. So Yellow arnc might be able to get some forces over there quickly enough to end Backho's game very, very quickly. And, you know, the thing is, on this map, it is pretty easy for a toss to put just 1 or 2 zealots on their ramp and then be able to block that way. But and also it's good for Backho that they're at diagonal cross positions. Yellow arnc still doesn't know where he is, unfortunately. Otherwise, he'd be very, very keen to stream Lings over there and possibly finish him off.
Yeah, and you know what? I actually just looked up a couple of stats while you were talking. I figured I should know something about what we're doing here. You know, God's Garden is actually, it's a Zerg-favored map. 60% win rate for Zergs. Now, that's the first part of the equation. The next part of the equation is Backho. He sucks against Zerg. He's at a whopping 37% win rate.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of trouble beating any Zerg, let alone a fairly decent one, although Yellow hasn't been playing all that well lately. He's lost quite a few games, with the exception of a couple of games that he did. I don't want to spoil anything yet, but he hasn't been doing well lately in the larger set of games other than the past couple. He's been actually losing a lot more than he's been winning. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe Backho, while he was out with back surgery, practices his PVZ, but it's not popular to see a one-base build for a Protoss, especially cross-map positions on this. I don't know if it's going to work out for him. And already we see Lings in the base harassing. So, I mean, Backho could be in trouble as this match goes on further and further, considering the fact that he's already going up against a three-base Zerg. And look at that, he's actually hiding his tech. I don't know if that was scouted or not, because I wasn't looking at the game for a few minutes there. But I mean, maybe he'll have something up his sleeve and be able to pull something out here. But right now, Yellow putting himself in a pretty good position.
Yeah, just to correct you, Backho actually went for a 14 Nexus to open up with. So he's actually going to be in he's going to be in an okay position if he can get these lings out of his damn base. He's having so much trouble with that. He's getting a shield battery right now, but that's not going to help against the 4 lings that are just chilling right now. I don't know exactly why Yellow Arnak has not gone for the natural yet. Oh man, but he is doing a lot of damage here with just 4 lings. And Backho now has a Dragoon that's going to do some damage to these lings, but these lings are just going to town here. Backho forced to block his ramp because more lings could come, and they indeed have. And Backho's little attempt to go 14 Nexus has not been successful on balance, I would say. Against a Zerg player, 14 Nexus is just, even on a map with a protected natural, with a ramp also.
Risky as hell.
It's risky, yeah, it's a little bit of arrogance, It's just like, oh, he won't go and 9-pool me. Because if you get 9-pooled, you're still going to die. Doesn't matter if you got a ramp. You went Nexus first against a Zerg, and then you built like 1 Zealot while the ling's already in your base. I mean, that'd be it. Oh, but look at this, Yellow Arnak gonna go for a drone drill too. That's what he's going for. He's got drones all over the place. And Yellow is sacrificing a lot of his economy though to try to get this to work, because I think he knows about the 14 Nexus. So and he's gonna be in trouble if it doesn't work though.
But he does have a lot of lings, so I mean, there's a good chance that whatever he's doing here will work. And I can't believe I didn't know there was a 14 Nexus. How embarrassing. But it doesn't really matter at this point. I mean, now we're seeing, oh man, here come the drones. That is a couple of control groups of lings right there. Let's see how the drone drill goes. It looks like he is going to be able to mess things up, but Backho is actually bringing up some probes of his own. And so the ramp is still pretty well blocked. He can't get through quite yet. That cannon is taking out so many units, and I don't know if this is going to be successful. But no, Speedlings running in now, and they're trying to get around there. Oh, but they're stuck. They're stuck on the probes. Backho doing a great job with his probe micro. Only a couple of lings actually managed to get in, and another couple were killed. So only 2 lings get in out of that. That is horrible for luxury. Luxury. Yellow. They're the same person. Who cares? I mean, that was just not worth it at all. It looked like it was going to succeed, but Backho somehow pulling out some crazy probe micro. The lings were trapped by a wall of probes. They couldn't get to the cannon. They couldn't get to the goon, and they just got taken out. So, oh man, that is not looking good for Yellow. And now he's definitely going to be the one who's behind from that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we see basically no drones, and that Corsair's already gotten 3 kills. Those are all Overlords, so that's going to further magnify the losses for Yellow. Yellow trying to get some Hydralisks out, but he has really like a half of. I'd be surprised if he has half of the intake rate as Backho does from his economy. And I gotta think that might have been a mistake, because Yellow Arnak is a competent player. He is better than a 37% Protoss player, even if the Protoss goes 14 Nexus against him. I still think he's able to take Backho down without resorting to something silly like that. That was very all-in-ish. I mean, it was, it wasn't guaranteed to work, and Backho had enough sense to get a cannon. If he didn't have that cannon, the game would have been over. That cannon saved his life.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is the thing though. Yellow Arnak was already doing a lot of harassment with just his 4 lings in the beginning. He took out like 3 or 4 probes. I don't think it was necessary for him to go for this. And now he's so far behind, it is ridiculous. Backho is going to be able to expand again. He's going to have DTs pretty soon, or speed lots. He already has Corsairs, obviously, and right now Yellow is barely mining on 3 hatcheries. He has 3 hatcheries total, and he just has his lair starting. So he's way behind in pretty much every way possible.
Yeah, it's definitely not looking good for him. I mean, you never want to be going up against such an early 3-base Protoss of all things. I mean, this just means that Backho is going to be able to have 3 gas way too soon in this match, and he can just go whatever he wants at that point, pretty much. If he doesn't, I mean, really, at this point, I don't even see him needing a 4th base unless we see some crazy turtling. I mean, it's almost like going to be unnecessary if he can secure that 3rd for a while anyway, because he's just going to be so far ahead of Yellow. And look at Yellow. Yellow is now forced to sunk it up. He sees the pressure coming. Speed Zealots, man, that is going to be some dangerous attack force right there. I don't know if he's got +1 upgrades or not, but he's already attacking the one sunken that's morphed. That sunken's going to go down some Lings there, but Lings are trying to come in and defend. More Lings coming from the back end. One of the sunkens goes down finally, and it looks like Backho actually going to have to back off, and it looks like Yellow going to be able to defend this for now. But at the same time, Backho's going to get a pretty good scout of what's going on. He's also getting a couple of free Overlord kills, which is nice. And looks like Yellow's actually going for a little bit of a counterattack here. And with those speed links, he's able to actually outrun the Zealots a little bit. Spire about to complete, so we'll probably see some Scourges, and I'm guessing we're going to see that 5-hatch build that we always see. Unless maybe Yellow decides that he's behind and he's got to pull something else out. And this little counterattack not really going to do much at all. He's going to be able to take out one probe and a morphing cannon, but still, I mean, things not working out that well for Yellow right now.
Well, I think maybe he's thinking about going Lurkers. That would certainly help with the cause if you can kill off these early cannons, but like you're saying, it's very hard to tell what he has right now and what he can do. He's still at 3 hatcheries, and Backho is at 3 bases. That is how far ahead Backho is. And it's amazing that I'm saying that Backho is ahead in this game, because I did not expect this to happen. Yellow Arnak is not bad against Protoss. He's better against Terran. Luxury is the one who's good against Protoss, but he still is kind of better than this. Luxury has been suffering too recently, going back to what you were saying, they're the same people, same person basically. Luxury has been doing horribly. Man, both of them are probably, it's probably crystal meth actually, they're both doing it together. But anyway, we've got Mulisks out for Yellow Arnak, so no Lurkers actually, it's going to be Mutas, and he actually has managed to catch Backho by surprise here. The back of Backho's base, completely unprepared, but he does have 3 Corsairs. One of them's going to, well, one Scourge is going to land, but that's it. And Yellow has to be able to kill off these cannons before Backho is completely prepared for this. Backho not running away with his Corsairs, going to let them die. And he actually could lose the back base here. Amazing what Backho can accomplish in terms of losing. And Backho, oh man, he actually has nothing in his bag anymore. He's got nothing back. I don't know why he sacked those Corsairs. He should have just pulled back and, you know, but yeah, Backho, man. It's Backho. So, he finally has 2 Archons, but he has suffered a little bit of damage here at this back base.
Yeah, but, you know, I still think that he's going to come out ahead here. I don't know how many probes he lost from that entire harassment, and he was able to build up his main base. So, really, all he's going to do is, now that he's got a couple of Archons out, if he can build up that Corsair count a little bit again, he's going to be very able to deal with this. If he can manage to morph in a couple of cannons, he'll be all the more prepared. But he doesn't have many cannons at his other base either, which is kind of worrisome for him, because there are a lot of mutas out on the field, and if those mutas decided to go to that base instead, they could be pretty successful in taking it down. It looks like we may actually see a combination Mutaling attack here, which no, it looks like he's going to back off. So could have been effective though, and could have been a viable strategy. And Backho lacking a little on his macro at this point. Those Muta actually able to come in and pick off another couple of probes before heading out. But now we're seeing Corsair and Corsair and Archon. One of the Corsairs getting picked off, but that splash on those clumped up Muta is going to be hell on those Muta if they continue to get caught. So really, I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to use those Muta for, but he could conceivably take out that Archon. I mean, it looks like he's going to get that Corsair, but not quite. Yeah, he does get the Corsair, actually, and now he's going to continue to harass that base, so maybe he's just more confident in his Muta micro than I am, because he's doing a pretty good job here.
Well, Backho's Archon is so confused. Man, it's gotten a lot of hits, so, I mean, Yellow Arnak's Mulisks are pretty darn weak. 1 or 2 more concentrated hits and they'd be all dead. But I gotta say, that was some pretty ballsy play there by Yellow. Very nice micro back there. But it does look like the cannons are up and the protection is now ready. Nope, just as I say that. Yellow Arnak goes back at it again, killing off the Corsair and the cannon, and the Archon might go down soon. That angle is great, by the way, because the Archon can't reach over those mineral lines. So, Yellow Arnak just trying to trim Backho's economy down, and basically he stopped Backho from using one of his 3 bases. That's incredible. That usually doesn't happen against good players. But we know what the next sentence is, talking about that. So, that one Archon,
It's
man,
Backho.
get another Archon, yeah. Build some more cannons, dude. Well, he's trying to, I mean, I understand, it's hard. But still, Yellow Arnak now thinking about a new base, and Backho is now getting his robotics facility. He is going to have observers out in due time, but for now, the lurkers are going to be supreme here on the field. Don't know if there's anything really that Yellow Arnak could do with them, though, because Backho is very well prepared in his front. And like you were saying, 3 gas Protoss is very, very hard to beat.
Yeah, but, you know, one of the things that Yellow's actually been doing is, all right, he let Backho get free 3 bases, which is kind of expected on this map anyway. But the thing he did very well was the harassment of those 3 bases, and that really kept Backho off balance the entire time. So he never properly macroed. You know, he definitely is probably lacking on unit count because he was rebuilding cannons so much. He had to dedicate to Archons quite a bit. He's got some Templar coming out, but I mean, really, he was so delayed, and that entire time, that entire harassment, he was really only mining off 2 bases because he couldn't use that 3rd base at all. He just kept losing probes. So, I mean, I think that the economic advantage that I thought Backho was going to have wasn't nearly as much as it actually ended up being, thanks to the great harassment from Yellow. Now, Yellow still has that entire clump of muta that he's just messing around with Backho, basically. And Backho, not much he can do about it right now until he can really just make sure he's got enough cannons where it's not going to be an issue. But with those ledges, I mean, those ledges are great for muta, and so Yellow probably going to keep exploiting that weakness until he, I don't know, loses all those muta. And in the meantime, he's switching back over to Hydra now at this point, much later than normal, I guess, although the muta transition before the Hydra ever happened is definitely a good one to do, because most players kind of expect just Hydras. So, and you're right with the lurkers too coming out. Oh man, and Backho just he's pretty zealot heavy, and I don't know how this unit composition is going to work out for him. It looks like he is concentrating on getting a lot more Templar out though, which is going to be useful. The question is, can Yellow snipe the observers of Backho when they're out on the field in the matches? Because that's going to be, you know, one of those telltale things that if he takes out the observers, basically Backho is going to be screwed and forced back to his base. But right now, both players still just macroing up, trying to get their game on, and yeah, that's really it.
Yeah, Lurkers are going to be good against this force. This force, of course, has no Dragoons. We were seeing most likely Dragoon range being upgraded at the core, but yeah, I mean, the Zealots are bad against Lurkers, man. And Backho does not have any High Templar anywhere, so he's not going to be able to go on the offensive for a little bit of time. And also, I got to remark that Yellow Arnak has been doing a great job with Scourging. I've actually been noticing that players in general have been getting so good with their Scourge control. I mean, Corsairs were so powerful when Bisu started massing them up and going, you know, Bisu build and then Sarah Reaver. But now I think they're a little bit less useful because of how good people's Scourge micro is. I mean, Yellow Arnak has managed to Scourge every single friggin' Corsair it's out or kill it with his mutas.
Ooh.
And oh no, it looks like he tries to snipe off the High Templar, but nice storm coming from Backho. Backho succeeds in something, and the High Templar gets a ton of kills, so that was a great victory for him. He's also loaded up with a couple of units inside the shuttle. Might be a more High Templar to do a storm drop. Nidus Canal and Greater Spire coming from Yellow Arnak. What is he thinking about? I guess it has to be Guardians. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I've never, ever seen a Zerg player win with Guardians. Literally, it is like the dumbest thing ever to do against a Protoss player. Not against a Terran, but against a Protoss, like Jaedong tried doing against Free once, and it totally failed, and it cost him the series. But, oh, but he managed to snipe that shuttle. Nice work. Greater Spire, though, not too sure that's a great idea, but maybe he's thinking Backho can't handle a bunch of Mutalisks, because maybe he can't handle a bunch of Guardians either.
Well, it would have been nice if he had kept his Mutalist, but considering he lost the entire clump with like 2 well-placed storms by Backho, I don't know how that's going to work out. I actually just did a commentary. One of the commentary of the weeks was one of Backho's first games back, if not his first game back, and it was on Heartbreak Ridge against another Zerg, who I can't remember who the hell he played, but he did a great job actually with his storms. So, I mean, one of the things that we've been seeing already this game is he's had some great storms. So I'm curious if he's going to be able to continue to keep that up. It looks like Cracklings are out on the field now. You saw how quickly they took down that pylon. So definitely a new dangerous unit for Backho to have to face up against. And you're right, you don't see Guardians much at all. So I'm curious if that's not what we're going to see, although I can't imagine any other reason to be making a Greater Spire, because I really don't think we're going to be seeing Devourers unless he's deciding to go for like 3/3 mutas or something ridiculous. But I agree, man. I don't know what he's going to do. We also see Defiler's Bound down, so it's just why did he go Greater Spire? But what? Oh man, look at Backho though. Backho is extremely goon heavy right now, and that's going to be horrible if a ton of Cracklings are out on the field. So really, I'm not entirely sure that Backho's got the best unit composition for this. But big battle going on, good storms, but great spreads on those lurkers. So they're only getting one storm each, and that makes them very ineffective. The Templar much more ineffective. And oh man, Nidus now a whole bunch of new lurkers popping out of there. A whole bunch of them being taken out. Backho pushing his way in though. Where one of the observers getting scourged, and it looks like Backho is debating backing off, but no, he's not. Continuing to push forward. He is another observer out on the field, so he's still okay for now. But wow, he is doing some heavy damage to the front base of Yellow, man. And Yellow, he just does not have the forces to deal with this. He's got nothing, and I think he may be in danger of losing. Oh my God! Huge storm on all the drones. Every single drone just went down right there. 10 kills on that Templar. Wow, Yellow is in a lot of trouble right now, and Backho is having his way with him.
Absolutely, and it's unfortunate that Yellow Arnak doesn't have any Defilers out. Defilers would have saved the day there. Now he does, just as I say that, but it's too late, I think, for him. I don't know how long he can stay in it because he's lost his hive now, not to mention a whole base and all the drones there. So he's trying to defend his ramp with a Dark Swarm and tons of Sunkens inside of his own base, but look at that. There's so many Sunkens being built in his main. Oh my God. But I guess, if you can get a ton of Dark Swarm and a ton of Lings, he could possibly hold this off. But so what? I mean, Backho has managed to just cripple him at this point. And he might be able to take down some tech buildings, although it looks like Backho is not going to be able to. Backho reinforcing with a large amount of forces, and that's going to be it very soon. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how long Yellow is gonna keep this up. He is trying to rebuild his pool. He doesn't even have okay, he actually still has a spawning pool, but he's assuming he's going to lose his entire main base. Usually that's grounds for GG, but I guess against Backho, you get special dispensation because you're like, but it's Backho. I could GG, but I am playing Backho. So what the hell? Might as well keep playing. And I guess that's what Yellow Arnak is going to do. But still, he has managed to kill a lot of stuff in his base, mainly because Backho is still building Dragoons, and they're not very good against Dark Swarm Lings, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, Backho can do pretty much anything and still win this game. I mean, he's going to kill off everything in the main very soon if he can get his act together.
Oh my God.
And just, yeah, this is brutal for Yellow Arnak.
Oh, and a new drop coming out, man, with just 4 Zealots, man, able to take down one of the expansions that Yellow was trying to put up. And you're right, I cannot believe that he has not GG'd yet, and I think that hatchery is going to go down. He's trying to rebuild his lair.
I know,
man, he's going to be, he's full first level tech right now, with the exception of the Defiler's Mound that's still out. Mad Suckins is just trying to eat up time, buy some time, but really, what the hell is he trying to accomplish here? I mean, there's DT's out on the field now too, and they're just eating up Lings. This is just not going to work out for Yellow in any way possible. He's lost that hatchery. He's down to 1 base essentially. Oh no, he's technically still got that one below his main, that natural expansion that's still mining, but that's not going to be mining for much longer because Backho is still forcing his way down that base, and this is just, I really don't know why Yellow is staying in this match, because it seems to me that there is no way. Is there even a hatchery in that base anymore? Or is he just defending tech buildings? I don't think there's an overlord, so a couple of DTs are going in there. Look, yeah, there are the DTs right there, and they're just going to take out the rest of the units there. And, man, that is just not going to work out for Yellow at all. The one thing that he's got going for him is it looks like Backho is mined out in 2 bases. So I guess maybe he's got a glimmer of hope right now. But still, the amount of units that Backho has taken out, the amount of buildings, I can't imagine him losing this game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even Backho, if he loses this game, I mean, it would be the worst humiliation. He would be the new Hyuk, basically. He would replace Hyuk as the Hyuk, and it's just not going to happen. I mean, it might, it might actually look that. Well, how the hell does he have so many units? Why did Backho?
I don't know.
Backho go
He's
DTs?
got no hatcheries.
Why did Backho go DTs anyway? I actually really don't know why, because he doesn't have any to kill the Overlords. Those speed Overlords, I mean, kind of a rational decision to go DTs. But he has gone DTs, and he should still win this game, though. I mean, Yellow Arnak, well, he still has his main base, and he still has that inside expansion, so it's 2 bases, but I mean, oh, he's gonna take down Backho's new bases.
Oh no!
Oh, is he gonna dig it down? Dig it down, man! Go! A miracle on ice!
Oh!
No, no miracle on ice! Oh, come on! Go! Link!
Oh!
Storm
One link!
No! One link to rule them all. Oh man. Oh, but the shuttle coming. I just can't believe this is showing how this is what I mean about Backho. How has he not won this game yet? how's he still struggling?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Oh!
Nice storm drop.
Massive storm drop, though, man. And, I mean, look at this, though. I think Yellow's actually got an Overlord with some lings that he's going to try to drop on that expansion. Oh, man. Why isn't he just going, like, Mass Archon right now? He's got how many gases? 3 gases, soon to be 4. He should be able to just go... Oh, no! The Nexus goes down! The Nexus goes down! He's got no Nexus! Oh, no, Backho, what is wrong with you, man? You idiot! And Yellow actually managing to stay in this game somehow. Oh, my God. He's got an Ultraless Cavern now, too. Did you see that? He's got the Evolution Chambers going. How's he going to make Ultras? Where's he getting this money from?
Well, I mean, I have no idea. At this point, he needs Defilers and Lings, man. If he has any, he doesn't have a chance of winning this. But I think he's going to drag it out until he forces Backho to humiliate himself. And in case he does win this, he will humiliate himself greatly. I have no idea how he could, though. I mean, it really, you know, Yellow lost his main base, everything, all 3 bases in the main, and he has 1 base left against, theoretically, a 3-base Protoss at least, but of course not many minerals for Backho. Trying to rebuild here. Yellow Arnak just choosing to stay in to show off his Ling Micro, and I really think building DTs was pretty retarded from Backho. No idea why he's doing it. He's having trouble keeping that 1 Nexus alive, man. But I guess he's gotten in now, finally, with 1 DT, although it's going to be useless. Yellow has actually built an Ultralisk, of all things. He's actually building Ultralisks. What the hell? Insane.
Wow. Well, I mean, I gotta say, Yellow is managing to keep himself in this game somehow. I mean, he's still got half a base in the main base that he used to have, and if he can pick up a 3rd base, he could actually win this game, man. You know why? Backho's got nothing. He's got no Nexus. Look at him. He's got a Congo line of probes, distance mining. Finally, that Nexus goes up. He's mined out at all 3 bases, though. So, I mean, if Yellow can manage to take out that Nexus again, I would actually say the opposite.
What the hell?
Yeah, exactly. That's why he's still in this game.
He's
not
alive?
off.
Why is
he's
he
got
not
2
killed
bases.
it?
Oh, but massive storm drop. Oh, there's no way that could have been seen coming from Yellow because he had no Overlord on that ridge. But so all right, you're right. I think Backho's still going to win this just because at the very least he's got 4 gas and he can just pump Templar out of every single gateway nonstop. And I don't think any amount of Ultras is going to be able to beat that. Even though, well, they are 4-2 upgraded. No. He manages, because he's had those Evolution Chambers up all game. I guess that's one thing he managed to do with those massive amount of Sunkens was continue to upgrade the Carapace and melee attack. And now he's putting down a Spire again. So I don't know. Is he eking his way back into this game or not? It's hard for me to tell right now. But Backho, I would think, should go on the attack very soon and kind of end this ridiculousness before it gets too out of hand.
Yeah, I think he is trying to do that, but it's going to be a hard ramp to break here. I think what Yellow needs are some Defilers. If he had some Defilers, maybe, just maybe, you could get back in it. I don't know. He's going to drop an Ultra on that ridge to take care of those 2 Templar. Meanwhile, Backho... He just cannot get up an expansion for the life of him. Like literally, Yellow Arnac's like Lings are just they're humiliating him. Even if Backho wins this game, he has lost this game. If you know what I mean. He's already lost the game.
Oh, I know.
He's already humiliated himself. I mean, this is horrible from Backho. How has he not won yet? And his drop doesn't catch anything this time, it looks like. That's why Yellow wants to get... Oh, Backho realizes, hey, Yellow's got some buildings there that I haven't killed yet for some reason. And finally, he's going to try to take him out. And Yellow's rescuing his drones, in fact.
Wow.
Oh, he's got some Scourge, too. Oh, he's going to Scourge the shuttle. What the hell? Ridiculous here.
He's got a lot of ultras. How the hell is he affording those? He stormed mining drones.
He stormed nothing.
Yeah, there was nothing there, man. But he does manage to take out the evolution chambers. I would like to see the ultra upgrades. I wonder if they got the last 2 out of them before they were taken out, because that would be like the ultimate FU to Backho.
Yeah.
I didn't need those anymore anyway. But, I mean, what the hell is he doing? Backho still has a Templar up there that he can, if he's waiting for energy, I'm sure, and he can just storm that in a second. I can't believe Yellow hasn't seen that, because Yellow doesn't have that many bases to look at. Or maybe he does. I don't know. He's got 3 bases now. But look at this. He's going for a drop. It looks like he's going to try to take out that other base again as it goes up. And, oh, man, there's so many. Oh,
man.
Oh, he is going to the main. That's ridiculous. But there's so many Archons out on the field that they're just able to eat up Overlords as they pass by. But look at this drop.
Yeah.
What is he? I hope he's got Lings in there, because if he doesn't, this is going to be a waste of time. He doesn't. This is going to be a waste of time.
Yeah. This is going to be hard because, I mean, as badass as Ultras are, you know, they still die in numbers. They're not able to take down. But what is he doing? Why is he attacking a pylon? Yellow. Oh man.
10 Lings, man. That's all he needed.
Yeah, no, I don't think 10 Lings would have done it. I think this might finally be it. Yellow Arnak has probably lost this game. I think. I don't know how long he can drag it on, because Backho has gotten his new base up. I wonder if things might have been slightly better for him had he gone for the lower right again, try to stop Backho from keeping that base. But Yellow's still in. I mean, he's still playing. I don't know if he's in it anymore. He's still building evolution chambers. In fact, he wants all the upgrades he can get. And does Yellow still have that base at the 230 location? There's like been 3 Zealots sitting above that base forever now. How is that still alive? I mean, look at that. How is that still alive? It's gonna get mined out before Backho kills it. It's ridiculous. He 100% knows it's there. He just doesn't want to like win this game, I guess. He's doing everything possible to lose. And now he's got some Corsairs. I don't know. I think Yellow probably should have gone for the bottom right, but unfortunately he didn't have any Defilers. If he had some Defilers, maybe things would have been different. Those Archons are much less useful under Swarm. And finally Backho's got some Corsairs to go with his DTs, but no, not anymore. Just to say that. He loses almost all of them. Failure.
This is what you get with Backho, though, man. You just get bizarro StarCraft.
That's right.
Most
that's right.
absurd games. I mean, it's like, what the hell's going on here the entire time? I mean, Yellow should have been out of this game about a half hour ago.
Is
and
he
this
getting
game
+1 air attack? WTF?
He's probably getting like goon range. Oh, I forgot to get goon range. Finally, let me get that. But no, it looks like Backho is finally going to end this as he heads over to the new main base of Yellow, and really just not enough units that are going to be able to defend this. And DTs, while ineffective in general against mass Lings, going to be pretty effective against Ultras with the amount of damage that they do. And he's allowed to get. It doesn't matter though. He doesn't have any lurkers, I don't think. So not going to make a whole big a difference here.
Yeah.
And those units are just going to get destroyed, and I think this is going to be it for Yellow, finally.
Well, I think Backho, even though Yellow's going to lose, I think Backho lost this game also. I think both players lost. What would you say about that? I actually say that Yellow probably won more than Backho won, but both players are going to end up with a loss. They should get both of them a loss in their records. Backho deserves a loss for how long this game dragged on. I mean, the game was over at like minute 20. It is now minute 30 something, and it's ridiculous. I mean, Backho.
What's amazing is how loud
man.
the Korean girls scream for Backho. Nobody knows why, but for some reason the
Nobody
girls
knows.
go wild over him when he gives you games like this, which are entertaining, I guess. But and look at Yellow. He's still like, I can win this. I can do it. I can beat Backho.
He
It's
came
Backho. I can't
close.
lose this.
He came close. I don't think he would have stayed in the game if it was like Jangbi or like, a normal Protoss, like Violet or something. I think he would have GG'd. He's not somebody who usually drags on games.
Probably.
Really, Yellow isn't. And yet he's dragged this game on forever because it's Backho. Like, literally, it's because it's Backho. And,
He's got no
I mean-
units anymore, though.
that's true, but those Archons are getting cornered. But they're still going to do a lot of damage. Oh, man. This is so messed up. What a messed up game this has been. A strange, strange game. The thing is, this is a metaphor
I'd
for
love to know what the
Backho's,
Korean commentators
career.
are saying.
Yeah, this is like a metaphor for Backho's career. Like, literally, like, he gets pretty far in Star Leagues. He comes close to winning things, and then he totally does not win them because he starts sucking all of a sudden. Like, he can switch off his skills in the middle of the
He's
game
still
like
making
nobody
lanes.
else can. Yeah. Like, if he wants to, like, he has this, like, toggle switch in his brain. He just switches off the skills, and he has, like, 0 skill level. And that he probably did that around minute 20 of this game. Anyway, Chi-Chi coming from Yellow. Finally.
What the hell? Dude, that was ridiculous. Yellow's an idiot. I mean, Backho's an idiot, but Yellow's
Backho's
the
an
bigger
idiot.
idiot. Yeah, you're right. They're probably. I'm gonna go
Both
check out
lost.
the Team Liquid database to see who got a win, and I really do expect to see 2 L's written down, and then I expect to see their pictures with an L written on their faces after winning that game.
All right. Well, in any case, we're moving on to an ace match because Yellow Arnak, despite
Woo!
being way behind, was not able to beat Backho. Despite facing Backho, was unable to beat Backho. Is what I was trying to say. All right, GG. Moving on to the ace match.